Hello, hello, everyone. Cosmosis Cass in the house. Bringing another dance break to you. Try not to blind you with the light too much. Yeah. Welcome to a Dance with Death. Yes, going there. Getting a little controversial. Getting into a little bit of a sensitive area, very much alive for us right now. And I think because it's so alive, I just have to go there. So, yeah. And I wish I didn't have to, like, I felt like I had to, like, kind of give people, like, heads up if you want to come dance with me. But I really was like, man, if I could just press the live button now instead of like sitting with it before I go. Anyway. So I really like the death card from my tarot deck. So I'm just gonna let you take a little look at that real quick. And this is not what it seems like when you draw the tarot card when you draw that card in tarot. It's not really saying like, oh, you're about to die or somebody's about to die. It's more about that transitional aspect in life. And it's like, okay, so what is ready to die in our lives? What's outdated? What's not working anymore? That we can release so that we can make space for new life, basically. Transformation, external changes. It is like, okay, something is about to shift in your life for sure. You may lose something, but there is a certain transience, right? Life isn't a constant at all. And there is so much, I don't know, like, this is basically kind of me about like digging into how we are in resistance to our demons or our shadow side. We just don't really want to like acknowledge or embrace it. And because we don't acknowledge or embrace it, it actually becomes like a really prominent thing that sucks our energy and our life force. So like what I'm feeling very much in the collective is how we're giving all our energy to the apprehension of death, or maybe we've lost somebody and we're in that grief state, but there can just be a lot of resistance, and it's absolutely real and it's absolutely valid, because if we do lose somebody or any big changes in our lives, quite honestly, there's a grief process that needs to happen, and that is energetic. And yes, there's just release to do, but we can be even in resistance to that release, and it doesn't really help. But I think when we can embrace death as an integral aspect to life, it's integral. Like, what would life be without death, right? And as something that it's more like we're just shifting into a new space. Like, I don't know about you, but like I really feel to a certain extent immortal. Like, okay, like there's this body, I'm having this human experience right now. But as far as soul and energy, what's alive and what's running this machine, I feel very much like that goes on to another adventure. So I think if we can embrace that quality of the ever flowing life, then maybe death doesn't have to be such a charged thing, and we can kind of play with it more. We can like accept it more. And I think the more that we can accept it as just a real and valid part of our experience, the more we can surrender to the grace of how life is showing up today. The reverence of each breath that we could take for granted, generally speaking, But I think if we can actually, like, yeah, death is an integral part and it can happen anytime. Let me just absolutely delight and be in reverence to this moment, this experience, the fact that I'm engaging with you right now. Um, yes, let's not take anything for granted. So that's kind of what I'm feeling today. And if you want to join me in just feeling into how we can surrender into the moment and not be bracing against an unknown threat, but tapping into, wow, like actually, I feel like I absolutely have everything I need in my life right now. And this is a magical experience. And if death were to knock at my door tomorrow, then so be it. I know that the life just continues to go on in one form or another. Um, and it may be painful. And maybe pain has a purpose. Shit ain't always easy. But let's take our graces where we can get them. So, with that said, song, hope it's still here for me. Kind of disappears sometimes. Yes, it's still here. It's going to be Cave by Cosmic. So, here we go. Cosmic, 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 cosmic. So dancing with life as it shows up and death, knowing it's ever a part of this dance. So, love you so much. Hope you've received a little medicine. That was just really good for me to connect into. And have a beautiful day. I may come live with a little bit of Lilith material later on today, so look out for that. Adios, amigos. Woo-hoo.